Sláinte, how do you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? Late night at the pub. How are you? Give me just a second here, and I'll be. Oops, hit the wrong button. All right. Just got home from work a little bit ago, just long enough to grab a bite to eat, but I haven't anything to drink today, so I wanted to have something with you. I'm drinking my special stuff from here on in. As we inch closer to New Year's, I grabbed one that I've had for a while. But it felt like I mentioned earlier. I've been trying to clear out my beer fridge, so I feel like it needed to go. Go now, we're in business. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. So let's see. Where's my bottle? I've got the barley wine, the brandy barrel barley wine from Springfield Brewing Company. Um, the vintage is 2020. It was bottled on 11/24 of 20. 9.5%. There you go. There's the front of the label. There's what gives you the information. It is my last bottle. I had quite a bit of it to start with. Back in 2020, I bought four packs of it. And that is my very last bottle that will ever be, because they're not making it anymore, which is a stone bummer because it was really good. Oh, mercy. It's been sitting in a bottle for 4 years. Holy fuck a duck. That smells delicious. Oh, mercy. But since I was using a Springfield Brewing Company product, I thought I'd use a Tiaki Da product, distillery right here. They're their sister companies, if you will. And well, the only whiskey I have for them is the Hinterland Maple Barrel Finish. So that's what I grabbed here, and it is at 92 proof. But I did give myself a rather generous pour to share with you, since it is my after work libation, the first I've had today. I used to wonder if it was hard for folks that work at a brewery or distillery to not drink while they're on duty. And now I know it's not hard not to. I mean, you're too busy. I never drink on shift. I mean, sometimes you have to taste products, but other than that, I just don't. Because you want to stay, you got to stay sharp, man. uh, so we made it through Christmas. We're in between Christmas and New Year's now. Typically, I'm off New Year's Eve, and I could have been off this year, in all honesty. But boss asked me if I would want to work if they opened, and I said sure. Yeah, they always use the hours. And part of it was trying to think practical. Knowing me, yeah, I mean, in the past, if I'm off New Year's, I'm going to start drinking about 1 o'clock. And no matter how much I pace myself, I'm always down and out by 7 or 8 at the latest. So this way, I can't even start drinking until it'll be close to 8 o'clock before I can start drinking. So, I might be able to make it to midnight. Maybe might be able to get there. Who knows? There's a little light on the screen. I can't tell where it's coming from. I'm getting a reflection from somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Anyways, I tend to dwell on things. Anyway, this hinterland is nice. Just a hint of maple in there. Just absolutely delicious. Well, I wanted this barley wine to warm up a little bit, so let's take a look at her now. I haven't taken a sip yet. I have checked the nose as you saw earlier. Gosh, that smells gorgeous. Oh my Lord. 4 years old. My last one, man. 4 years, the last one there is, man. They did a rye barrel and a brandy barrel. The rye barrel I finished up quite a while back because I shared some with some friends. But I gave a couple bottles to a friend who likes rye. But my last one, this one kind of got forgot about. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and drink her now. It's been 4 years. Oh my good Lord, it is insane. 9.5% is kind of light for a barley wine. Most will get up over 10. But the only reason I point that out is to you cannot taste the alcohol here. It really has mellowed out over the years. The notes of brown sugar. I feel a lot of that barrel. That's for damn sure. The brandy notes are very interesting too. Because a barley wine itself will not typically impart fruit notes. They're not going to leave any fruity esters, but it's that barrel that's going to impart. And because we're using a brandy barrel, certainly wouldn't be unusual to pick up a few dark fruit notes and maybe a few other things. In this case, I feel like I'm picking up some raisin, some dark, very dark cherry notes. That's gorgeous. That's one of the reasons I wanted to have this as a first libation, so I could really focus on this, to taste nothing else, to be completely alert, other than just very tired after working 10 hours, other than being just dog ass tired. Anyway, I'm going to set that down. I'll focus on that whiskey for a minute. I'm getting a lot of big barrel notes, right? And it's really quelled some of the sugars. My memory of this was it was a little sweet, and you're not feeling that now. I am kind of excited about working New Year's Eve at a brewery because there'll be folks that have just become family over this past almost 2 years that I've been there. So I'll be getting to see the people that I'd want to see anyway. I just won't be doing any drinking until closing time. That'll be the only difference. But a lot of them are planning on bringing some food, making it a potluck. They're trying to coordinate who brings what. Because at first it was, hey, you're going to show up, you're going to show up. And now it's become this thing. So it'll be nice. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, more hours on the check is always good, especially this time of year. Right? Oh man, this stuff is delicious. Well, work on that beer a minute. Trying to decide how much I wanted to get into in this video, or I should save it for my New Year's Eve video. And again, sometimes it doesn't hurt to repeat things. I've been known to do that. uh, I've had a lot of changes this year. I left the job that I had for over 5 years because it was just time. It was just time. It had all changed so much. The new regime, uh, in the past, they just kind of let me do what I do, understood that I knew what I was doing, and then it just got crazy. After I came back from knee surgery, it just wasn't the same, and it clearly wasn't going to be. Uh, Man, I just got tired of being jerked around, so I said, "Okay, I'm done." And I focus on this gig that I've had now for just shy of 2 years now, and they've been real good to me out there. I love pouring beer, I love talking to folks, and I love designing cocktails. I'm allowed to do that, so that's really been awesome for me. Lets me get creative and have some fun. Of course, I have to do the R&D at home, and sometimes my wife makes fun of me for my R&D. I'll go all mad scientist in there trying to get the right combination of stuff. Sometimes it takes a few tries. You got to get the simple right, or you got to get the ingredients right, and you got to get them paired in the right direction. Have the right whiskey to go with the right whatever you're doing. Sometimes it takes a couple tries to get it exactly right. Because before I bring it to my bosses, I want to make sure I got exactly where I want it. Man, that beer is insane. I'm just blown away. It has aged so well. It really has mellowed out quite a lot. I mean, obviously it's 9.5%. You should taste something, but wow, it hides that 9.5 very well. It has aged so well; it's just become mellow. I'll pair it with this hinterland, if you will. Uh, uh, I only worked 4 days this week, but it seemed like a long week. I was very busy. I didn't expect Christmas week to be that busy. I worked the 23rd. I figured folks would want to be home, getting their stuff ready. I'd do a shopping, but man, we were just hit hard, which was great for me, to be honest with you. It was. I just didn't expect it to be that busy on the Monday, and then I figured the Thursday after Christmas would be slow. Because Thursdays are kind of a hit and miss anyway. Man, it was just one of the busiest Thursdays I've ever had. And Friday was really good. Saturday would kind of mellowed out. So I think folks are starting to taper down now. I don't know how New Year's is going to be. I know at work, I'm expecting a big crowd because I've been told a lot of folks are coming. But as a whole, I don't know how New Year's is going to be with it being on a Tuesday. I know a lot of folks aren't going to be able to get that Wednesday off. So I'm not sure how a lot of the bars are going to be doing. We decided to do things early and just open from 2 to 7. They all decide they want to do a toast at 6 p.m. and we close officially at 7, which is some of the folks decide to come up with that. It wasn't me or anybody else. So I thought, well, that's a smart idea. They do the toast at 6, and everybody can go home and relax, get on their comfy clothes. Uh, Man, I've been wanting to open this one for a while, if you want to know the truth. But I was going, okay, let's wait. And then, nah, I don't need to necessarily open it on a holiday per se, but I felt like it was time to open it. It is nothing short of delicious. This thing has aged so well. Let me show you that bottle one more time. They only made it that 1 year, unfortunately. Barley wine. It's a brandy barrel. Barley wine aged in brandy barrels. This is the 2020. Things were crazy in 2020. They did a few things they'd never done before in 2020 that I wish they would do again, and that they haven't. Oh, excuse me. It seems to me a little light at 9.5, but hell, what the hell? I personally like a barley wine at 10 to 12 because I like a big, like a big barley wine. But nevertheless, this is rather delicious. All right, let me work on finishing this whiskey here. And then I'll wrap up this video and decide if we're going to do another one later or not, as on how I feel. And I have the day off tomorrow. We might. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to commit to it at this particular moment in time. But other than it has been a busy week. It's been a really good week though too. I mean, it's just been a lot of fun. A lot of folks have come in to see me and tell me Merry Christmas, wish me Happy New Year. The folks that weren't going to be back for a while. A lot of new folks have been in, and that's always nice. I love when new people come in, or when someone comes in that hasn't been there in a while, to show up again out of the blue. That's nice too. So let me finish off this whiskey. Let me show you this bottle one more time. This is the Tiakida, Springfield, Missouri. Bourbon finished in maple syrup barrels. It is at 92 proof. Let me show that to you. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't crack my glass there just now. That slip, man. Anyways, hell, I digress. I am Tom the fuck it, man. I'm Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom. Man. Fucking nuggets and gravy. Let me show you this bottle one more time. The brandy barrel. I'll never be seen again, man. I'll never be seen again, man. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. Oh man, that's delicious. I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. Beer Evangelist. I think it's starting to work now. I was really tired and everything was hurting, but need to eat something. So I made some, I had some chili verde simmering all day. I had some tomatillos and poblanos that I gave a little sear to and some cast iron. And then I just let it simmer all day long. It's been in the oven. It had been in the oven for about 10 hours at 2 1/4. Just kind of simmering and get happy. And boy, when I came home and finished the sauce, and we had some enchiladas montadas that were just delicious. Something I learned about. I grew up in Southern California, and I had a lot of Hispanic friends, so I had a lot of Mexican food. But different regions do things differently. In New Mexico, they do the flat enchilada. And the first time I went to a place, they said, "Huevo." What? We want an egg on top. So, yeah, what the hell? They came back with this plate of enchiladas that were laid flat, which I'd never seen before, with an egg on top, with some sauce drizzled over the top of it. I said, huh, that's peculiar. But then I took a bite. You crack that, you get that yolk going, you take a bite with the enchilada and the cheese and the sauce, and oh my God. But oh my God, this is just genius. These people are brilliant. So anyway, I've been making them at home ever since that day. That's one of my wife's favorite things to eat as well. It's just a nice flavor. You don't necessarily need the meat. It's great if you can add pork, but you don't need it. Sometimes just a cheese and onion enchilada with that egg on top. Oh, Chihuahua, it was gorgeous. So, anyways, it was gorgeous, man. Anyway, I digress. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor with the mail. All right, good guy, Sláinte.